Hi everyone, so today I want to go over some more problems involving vertex form, and we'll use vertex form to graph this quadratic function on a standard xy coordinate plane, and we'll complete the square in order to get it in vertex form. So over here, what I'll do today is subtract 7 from both sides, right? So I have y minus 7 is equal to 2x squared minus 4x. Then, since the quadratic coefficient is different from 1, I'll just divide everything by 2. So this divided by 2, this divided by 2. So I have y minus 7 over 2 is equal to x squared minus 2x. Yes? So when I look at this expression, I can say, okay, I have x squared minus 2x, so I can complete the square. So in order to do that, I will take the negative 2 and then divide it by 2, and then I'll square that. That's the same thing as negative 1, all of that squared, which is just 1. So if I add 1 to both sides, I'll have completed the square. So I have y minus 7 over 2 plus 1 is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1. Now, y minus 7 over 2 plus 1 is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1, but I can factor that as x minus 1, all of that squared. Now, I can proceed to go in reverse. So I can subtract 1 from both sides. So I have y minus 7 over 2 is equal to x minus 1 squared minus 1. Then I can multiply everything by 2. So I have y minus 7, because the 2 is cancelled, equals 2 times x minus 1 squared minus 2. And then I can add 7 to both sides. Right, so I get y equals 2 parentheses x minus 1 squared plus 5. And again, this is just one way to complete the square. Alternative methods would have required you to factor the 2 from the quadratic coefficient and completing the square on the same side by adding and subtracting 1. So for this example, if we compare this to vertex form, like this, right? We see that A is equal to 2, H is equal to 1, right? It's the opposite of the term that's added or subtracted to the x, and then K is just equal to 5. Right? So the vertex H comma K is just 1 comma 5. Right? So we could prepare a little XY chart, right? A little XY table over here to help us graph. Usually when we're graphing quadratics, we're going to exploit the fact that parabolas are going to be symmetric about their axis of symmetry. Remember, for these parabolas where x is the variable that's squared, we're going to have the axis of symmetry as a vertical line. So in this case, we're looking at a vertical line through x is equal to 1. So we know that the vertex lies on coordinate pair 1, 5. Right, so that's the location of the vertex. Now, we can plug in other points. So if we plug in 0 into this expression, 0 minus 1 is negative 1. So I'll just write 0 over here. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. When you square that, that's going to be just positive 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 plus 5, that's 7. Right? So I can just write it out here. 2 times negative 1 squared plus 5, that is just 7. Right? So that means that the point 0, 7 is part of the graph. Now, by symmetry, the point 0,7 is exactly 1 unit away from the axis of symmetry, so we get the free point over here of 2,7, right? So the point 2,7. So the point 2,7, we get it for free using symmetry. Now, I can plug in the point, so now I can plug in 3 into the expression, right? Again, here y is equal to 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 5. Right? That's just the original expression, right? That's just the original function written in vertex form. So if I plug in 3, 2 times 3 minus 1 squared plus 5, well, 3 minus 1 is just 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 5, that's 13. So this is 13. And then by symmetry, we'll get another free point. So 3, 13, 13 over here, right? And then over here, we'll get also the point -1, 13. And we can connect these points to get the graph of our parabola. And bear with me, that should have gone through there. Sorry about that. Now, when looking at this parabola, again, we want to label the vertex and maybe a few points. I'll just proceed to label all of them in, let's say, green. Right, so this is the point 1,5. This is the point 2,7. This is the point 0,7. This is the point -1, 13. And this is the point 3, 13. Right? So overall, we know that this parabola was going to open upward because a was bigger than 0. Right? A bigger than 0 means the parabola opens upward. So this is a rough sketch of our graph. If you guys found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, and please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the section below. I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.